No, this is Bob Ross, the Art of Chill. Bob is going to play a game with us. We're back.
It's
Oh,
für dich.
For
Dich.
dich?
Dich.
Annie is helping us with the easel. Yep. Okay. So we're playing Bob Ross, the Art of Chill because we just played Harvest Island, which is over there. You can find a link to it if I remembered this time. And Bob Ross, the Art of Chill just came out recently in stores here in the U.S. It is a Target exclusive, but you can find it at some local friendly game stores, and we picked it up at our friendly local game store. But it's a game with Bob Ross's face on like literally everything.
It's really true.
Yeah, his face is on the back of all the cards.
Yep.
It's on the front of almost all the cards. It's on the token. There's a Bob token. It's on the dice.
It's on the
palette.
Yeah.
It's on each player's player board. It's
not
on
the actual
it's on
painting,
the
though.
Bob
it's
token.
It's not on the actual painting.
No,
No.
but the Bob token that you put in front of the painting.
Yeah.
That's Bob's face.
It's
And
on the chill board. Each player has a chill board, and it's on that.
Or you mean the palette?
No,
Yeah,
or it's sorry. It's on the chill board. So yeah, it's yeah. Bob's face is on everything. But we're playing because it uses a mechanic very similar to Harvest Island in regards to hand management and like tableau management. So we're gonna do it. But in this game, you are Bob. You're just gonna sit right there.
Bob's just gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Bob's just
likes to
gonna
watch.
hang out. There we go. So yeah. So in this game, we are trying to paint the painting. And it's not a race. It's not a race. We're gonna be painting multiple paintings with Bob. Bob is painting along with us, in spirit, along with Bob. Bob is dead along with the Bob. But the goal of the game is to be the first person to hit 30 chill, to fill the chillometer, which is right to hit. Ooh, that's not a thing. So right here. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna chill out. First person to hit chill wins the game. Game ends immediately upon hitting that. So there we go. So what we're gonna be doing is we have the easel set up because there's a Bob track on the easel and you can sort of see the painting. But on the painting there are every painting are these big beautiful cards that you put on the easel and they're double-sided. And each one has on it three areas. Each painting will have three features. So either happy trees, mighty mountains, wondrous water, fluffy clouds, or charming cabin. They'll have three. And each feature will have different colors that you need to use to paint that feature, in addition to some sort of brush type. So they count a palette knife as a brush, but there are palette knives, 2-inch brush, 1-inch brush, and then a fan brush. It was always my favorite watching Bob use the fan brush. It's always, you could say I was a fan of the fan brush. So, to paint the paintings, you have to have the paint on your palette, which every player has their own palette. You have two areas of your palette. You have an A area and a B area. And you can have max 3 cards in each of the palette areas. Sorry, I'm just covering Bob's face because it's a little too much. So, yeah. And so you have max 3 cards in an area. You can have less than that if you want. But on your turn, you can do... Where's the helpful aid cards?
Oh, I don't think those out.
Okay. On your turn, you can do... Just happy smiley Bob. They not exist. Maybe I was just using the quick reference on the back of the rules. On your turn, the first thing you always do is you roll the Bob die. Like literally the Bob die. And you do what it says. This is kind of like a random action generator. If you get Bob's head, Bob's face, that means that Bob will advance on the Bob track, which is also a thing, which is his tracking of painting the painting. If he reaches the end of the Bob track on the painting, he finishes that painting and that painting gets discarded. Otherwise, once one player has painted all 3 areas, which we will track on the chillometer, then the painting will get discarded as soon as one person paints everything. So it's not a race to be the first person to paint an entire painting, but sometimes you want to speed that up to screw people. So yeah. So that's the first thing you do is you roll the die. Other things that could happen with the die are you could get a free card, you could get a free action, things like that. We'll go into it as we get there. Then you get 3 actions on your actual turn. So one action is you can draw an art supply card, and when you draw an art supply card, you draw either blind or you draw from the market. And when you draw from the market, it's what we call TTR replace, in that you immediately replace cards. So that can be important. So it's drawing a card. Otherwise, you can apply paint to your palette. So you play 1 card from your hand to one of your 2 palettes. And you have to declare, like, you have to put it in one of your 2 palettes. Or you can wash a palette. When you wash a palette, you just wash either A or B. It's up to you. You don't wash your entire palette. And that's how you get rid of paint you don't want. So if you put orange and green down and then you realize you don't need orange and green, the only way to fix that is to wash the palette, which will take up an action. Then the other thing you can do is you can wash the market, flush the market, sweep the market. Basically, discard everything available on the market and put 4 new cards out. That's an action. Or you can earn a technique card. So that's these little mini cards up here. There are 4 currently, and when 1 is earned, they are replaced. And so to earn these, you discard 2 cards from your hand, and it's important they have to be from your hand, that match the technique card you're going. And so in the future, if you use that item to paint a painting in the future, you get an extra bonus point, extra chill point, because you're exhibiting your expertise in using that technique, I guess. Yeah. And then the last possible action you can do is paint a feature. So to paint a feature, you discard the paint from your palette that you would need to paint a feature on the painting that we're all working on. And this is where it gets interesting, in that you cannot use paint which has been mixed with paint that is not needed in the feature. So because each palette has a maximum of 3 slots, you sort of just want to make it like, oh, this palette, this slot I will use for happy trees. So I know I want an orange, a green, and a red there. But Almighty Mountains on this painting requires 4 colors, which means I'm going to have to use 2 palettes to do that. But if I accidentally get orange, or if I play orange onto one of my palettes, it doesn't matter if it's with red, which I need red. I can't take the red away from that orange on that palette. So once you put paint together on a palette, they're together, and you can't separate those paints to use them individually on different features. However, if you have excess paint that you don't need of a color that is in the feature, that's fine. It's still discarded, but it doesn't screw you up. So if I have too much brown, as long as I have all the other colors I need, I'm good. So yeah, that's how you paint a feature.
And you can only clear everything. You can't just clear one of the paint colors out of there.
Correct. Everything on your palette gets cleared out when you paint a feature. Because in theory, everything on your palette you need. If there's anything on your palette that you shouldn't have on the palette, you can't use the palette to paint the feature. Yeah.
Sense.
So after you paint a feature, you have 3 little chips of your color, and you put it on the uppermost slot for the feature on the chill chart to be like, yeah, I painted happy trees. The first person to paint a section gets +2 points. Next person to paint that section gets +1 points. Also, if you have painted the section before Bob has, which is tracked on the chart over on the easel, you get additional bonus points. So Bob's going to paint the mountain first, and as long as he hasn't reached or passed the mountain symbol on the easel, you can kind of see it, it's +2 right there. It doesn't matter who paints it, everybody will get +2 mountains if you get that far. So, yeah. So that's it. Then at the end of your turn, when you paint the feature, you will get 1 point per paint used in the feature. Then you'll get the bonus points, and points are just chill. So there you go. Also, there's a thing called the chill bonus card, which might come out. And sometimes those give you extra points for painting. So it's really straightforward. So yeah, and then first person to 30 wins.
Cool.
But it's important. The game says everyone's a winner.
Aw.
Like it does say. Let's face it, you're playing a Bob Ross game, so really everyone's a winner. Tis a thing.
I think Zena's the winner.
Zena is a winner. She's currently winning. She's just playing like crazy. All right, let's do this.
All
Who
right.
goes first? Who goes first in this?
The chillest person? Or not, this will all be chill. We're trying to get chill.
We're trying to get more chill.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually says who goes first.
One thing I'm wondering if
Did you set up?
Hi. But I wanted the easel up. I
very
very purposely sat there and I played with it. You don't really need to slide it in. I mean,
hey, I can slide it in. There, I slid it in.
okay. I don't think it says who goes first. Oh, right. To paint a feature, you also have to use the card from your hand of the tool. So you have the paint down on your palette,
I see.
and then you play the card that has the tool, because every card has either paint or tool. You play the tool from your hand that you need, that the feature says you need.
Got it.
So yeah, that's how that happens.
Okay.
All right, let's. And then I put our faces where we can't do things. Cat.
There you go. I wish we could see it from the overhead a little bit.
You could when it was in the corner where I originally put it. Hi, kitty.
What about over here?
Yeah, we could put it there. Abby's going crazy for love. I mean,
How's that?
I guess we could lay it down. Hi, kitty. There we go. That works. That works. Okay.
Yes, we don't really need the easel in it.
Yeah, we don't really need the easel.
So it's all easel.
Okay, who last painted a picture?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it is unlikely that was me.
Probably high school?
Yeah, I guess
Well,
college.
maybe not.
Yeah, I was like, you were married to a
I'm
painter.
married to a painter. I'm sure. Well, I have painted pictures with clocks. So
You have a kid.
I have a kid. So
You have a kid.
I've done
Yeah.
lots of
Yeah.
wood painting.
So it doesn't have anything to do with being married to a painter.
No, it certainly
though.
doesn't.
No. It's the fact that
Having
you
a
are...
5-year-old.
Yeah, you're a father. Okay, so
So,
John's gonna go first.
I
Oh,
roll?
right, we should have a hand.
Oh, cool.
Yes, we should start with a hand.
I've got two. I'm already set.
Okay, jazz hands.
Yeah. 3. Deal 3 to every player.
It's got a linen finish.
Must be hard to beat Bob Ross, the guy who painted first. I mean, it might be. We'll see. John, roll the die to see if Bob paints.
He
Bob
does.
paints! So we
Boom.
advance Bob. Bob is working on those mountains.
Bye, Bob.
I wish there was a player aid card, because remembering what all the dice do is helpful.
I thought there was one, but I guess, yeah, we were just using
So
Guys, just
I
use
do
the
3
roll.
actions.
Yes.
I'm gonna draw this. Those.
Did you block CZ out of the bedroom? Is that why she's barking?
She just wants to go outside.
Mm.
She was just throwing Dodo all over the bedroom. She wants to go.
Then I'll play blue.
I totally remember the dude that painted with the spatula, the palette knife. Yeah. Okay.
I'm done.
Stupid turn.
Because putting down one card is an action. Right?
Yes. What was
And
your
when
third action?
when do we
Drawing
flip?
a card.
When do we flip a chill card? Isn't that when Bob gets rolled?
Oh yeah, when Bob gets rolled, we do chill as well. So chill will affect things. Players may take an extra action on their turn. So you have a fourth
Oh,
action.
Okay. Well, I'll paint the wondrous water then.
John.
Painted the wondrous water. So John will get 2 points because he painted it first, plus another point because he painted it before Bob, and then he'll get 2 additional points because it used 2 colors. Boom.
Boom.
And then you discard all the things you used.
Okay.
Ba-boom. And then it's Steve's turn. First, painting blood is John.
So can multiple people paint the water or just one
Mhm.
person?
But
We're
this way you get to
painting
do
our
first.
own version
Okay,
of
so
Bob's painting.
a new
I
chill
can't paint
card.
that version.
Earn
I
1
can't.
extra chill point.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
If you paint a feature with sap green. So Bob moves again. I am going to pick up titanium white. And then I'm going to apply, it's 3 actions, right? Yeah. And then I'm going to apply 2 down.
Okay.
I think that's it.
I'm going to pick up sap green. Oh, wait, sorry. Gotta roll Bob. I may take 1 action of my choice right now.
Wow.
Which will be to pick up sap green. Woohoo! And then I will also pick up cadmium orange. Why don't I?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my first. Ooh, that's a wild. Ooh. And then I'm going to play cadmium orange and sap green to my palette.
You may play 1 paint card from your hand to your palette.
Yep.
Okay. Well, these 2 are pretty cool. So 1, 2. And 3.
Bob, Ross, Ross. It's Van Dyke Brown.
Ah.
I like the names of the colors.
Yeah, those are good.
How would you pronounce that?
Phthalo.
Phthalo blue.
It is me. Another Bob.
Burb. Goodbye mountains.
Berbers.
Do not move.
Oh.
Bob. Oh.
He's just chilling. Bob's just chilling.
Never
We
mind.
don't move Bob.
Bob says, this is not something you labor over or worry about. Enjoy it.
Oh. Thanks, Bob.
Bob makes me feel good about myself. Yeah, every chill card has a different quote from Bob.
I'm also going to paint cadmium, or I'm going to paint the Wondrous Water. So I get an extra point, another point for painting it before Bob, and then 2 points.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that was 1 action. And I get 2 more actions.
So much cat hair.
There's a lot of cat hair. And those 2 actions that I'm going to take.
Ooh.
Drumbling again.
Alright.
Tip share.
I'm going to play bright red. Oh, wait, sorry. I always forget to Bob comes out.
We
Show
have,
what we're
when
doing.
this card is revealed, players may wash a paint area. Is this all players? or-
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when it says players may play cards of their...
That was the die. That was a you may.
Oh.
Yeah.
May wash a paint.
I'm not gonna wash.
Just beat the devil out of it.
I'm gonna play bright red. That's 1. I will use this fan brush to paint happy little trees.
Nice.
Which there's no bonus for painting happy little trees.
Well, you get the +2 though.
I do get the +2.
So you're at 5.
Mm-hmm. And then, for my 3rd and final action, I will go ahead and pick up this blue again. So you may take an additional action.
Okay. Blue 1.
Kabuki Kid says that she read somewhere that it said Bob did the perm because it was simply cheaper / easier to keep, and then it became his trademark, and he could never lose it.
3.
I understand that
4.
with my hair and his short hair and the dye.
I'm also painting the happy little trees.
Happy little trees.
So I get 4 points.
Stupid.
Well,
What happens if I paint all my stuff and I no longer paint?
We get a new painting.
Oh, when someone finishes all the... Oh,
do not move Bob forward.
He's
Wow.
just chilling.
I
Isn't
will
that fantastic?
pick up
I knew you could
sap
do it.
green, and then I will play sap green, and then I will play.
It's really trippy because, like, there's
cadmium orange.
lots of pictures of Bob in this game, and they're, like, at different
Sure.
phases of his life. I'm going to pick up Van Dyke Brown. And then we're gonna go pick up cadmium yellow. Ah! I'll pick up red. I forgot to roll, Bob. Great.
Another turn.
For my additional action, I will pick up his wild. Okay.
Do you have a hand limit?
Nope. Maybe. I don't think so. There's no limit to the number of cards.
Do not move, Bob.
That would be not in the same.
Oh, hey, we're
No,
live
chill.
playing Bob Ross Art of Chill. Good to know.
Let's do 1, 2.
We've had a big streak of no games. Look at that. Look at that
What
grossness.
were we doing? Oh, did our play yesterday count as today? I think it did. Because we played
Sagrada?
Sagrada yesterday. Or did you know? Yeah, you know, you put it in.
We played that Monday, honey. It's on Monday.
What's your streak of no games?
Oh.
It was 28. Basically the month of whatever it was last month. So
Oh, I thought you were saying the couple of days.
Oh,
this
3
week.
days.
Oh, 3 days. This
3
week.
days.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm done.
Was Bob just chilling last year? Oh no, you do as a different thing.
Earn 1 chill point if you paint an orange. Hey, look at that.
Well, 1, 2.
Yes. 4
So-
points.
That is happy little treats for me.
everybody
I
gets
got that
10
one.
happy treats. Bob should have advanced.
No.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because he.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Easy, you don't get to go out. It's too late.
Technically, it's not 10 o'clock yet.
Oh my god. I'm going to play 1. Oh, I have to roll.
Zena, what's the part of the house you put shingles on?
Do not move, Bob.
Perfect. 1, 2.
That's right. It is the roof.
Okay, that's my turn. Here you go. Yeah, hair grows. There's a lot of women in Portland that have very short hair that are older and that the hair is colored.
2.
Hair like mine is
3,
not rare here.
4.
Pretty freaking common. Like super common.
Yeah.
My hair is almost a little too long for Portland.
I will always do Bob Ross.
Players may draw supplies card from the top of the deck.
No, I will draw one then.
Hmm.
Okay.
Do we all get a point?
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
Thanks, Bob.
No problem.
Painting should always be fun. Should make you happy. That's when you're truly an artist. That's how I feel about Minnie's painting.
I am going. It's my first action.
You should move to Portland. We need more people to play games
I'm going to draw this,
Yes.
with us.
and then
And in
I.
general.
Oh. That was nuts. You can only learn the techniques for the ones that are out. So I'll try 1. I'll draw 2.
I think Daddy will take you for a walk.
I will draw 3. That's a me.
I'm remembering to roll. Hey! I may take 1 art supply from the top of the deck.
Boom.
Sweet. And then I will play bright red.
Lovely.
And then I will use this palette knife
Yep.
to paint Almighty Mountain.
So you're done.
That's fine.
So I get 6 points.
Oh, is it only when one person paints them all?
Yeah.
Ah,
We're
it's
each
not when
painting
they
our
all
own-
get painted.
Yeah, it's important. I have 1 more action. And I'm just working on Wondrous Water, but I have a feeling it's going to pop before I finish it. So I'm going to just try.
Red.
When I get to the point where I'm consistently tying my hair up, I know it's too long and I have to go get it cut again.
So there. So that's 5.
Which I have to get it cut before Essen because I keep wanting to tie it up. So it's not
With any color.
That is
Hey!
2 actions, right? Do I get to see this, the new one first before I finish mine? It's at the end of my round.
It's as soon as the painting is painted.
Alright. which I've
Oh,
done.
you just did.
Yeah.
So we draw the next one.
Oh, should we draw the bottom of the deck? So
No,
John
I
doesn't
draw
know.
the top and flip it. They're
Ah.
double-sided.
You're double-sided.
And
I'm like actually more than two sides.
You're more than two-dimensional. I think.
Yeah.
take
How many sides does a 3D thing have? You have. Next time you shower,
No, I know.
you still have hair.
No, I know.
Steve got his beard trimmed before the wedding.
There's a...
And he's showered since then. It's just.
Oh, and these all get
magical.
cleared, don't they?
Yes.
There is somewhere that I would like to be, and there's somewhere that Xena would like to be, and those are not the same place.
They're not. Well, we can throw it outside. It is only 9. Sounds like. Alright, so John's done.
Oh wait, I didn't roll a die.
You could throw it outside.
Whatever palette is.
What?
You may play one paint from your
So I
hand.
get one more action then, because I played a card.
Well,
down.
you just play a paint. Alright, let's go.
Right, but that was one of the actions I did during my turn.
Oh, yeah. You may
Sure.
play one paint.
So I will take this blue card.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it is my turn. Wow.
That's some yellow.
Yellow.
Don't forget that.
Yellow is the thing to seize.
Mellow yellow.
Yellow is the thing to catch the conscience of the king. Oh.
Hey.
Extra card.
That's what you're gonna do anyway.
I'm going to get the fan brush technique. So
Nice.
I immediately
Ooh.
get 2 points.
Yep.
Oh wow. You get a
And I get this. And then for the remainder of the game, I get an extra chill point every time I paint a feature that requires that brush.
Oh really? That's what
Yep.
it is. Okay.
Alright.
Can you use it as?
So that was my first
No, you
action.
can't use it.
Okay.
It's just a bonus point.
I see.
So, like, for this
Uh,
painting, have your little trees. This
And
is
then for
jam.
my second 2 actions, I will just take
There's some brown.
Mm,
Yeah.
not helpful.
Oh, don't forget to roll Z die.
Bob! Earn 1 extra chill point if you gain a technique card.
Oh, should we have moved Bob for that last one?
Did you roll a Bob?
You rolled a.
Oh, I rolled
card.
a.
Yeah.
I rolled a card.
You really
Yep.
can learn to be creative as you paint. Bob's teaching us things as we play. I will take this brown. It's the first action. And then I will do...
These paintings are just...
They're just so gross. I'll do 2 cards to my palette as my second 2 actions.
Burp.
Burp, burp, burp.
Earn 1 chill point if you paint a feature with white.
Titanium white.
One.
Let's make some nice little clouds that just float around and have fun all day.
We flew through some nice little clouds today.
We did not paint them, but I guess if you had the right rig, you could do like a mini oil painting from your seat in the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
All right, am I gonna roll bird?
Nope, you rolled the palette.
You can play something to your palette.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting. I think I will paint bright red. But I will also claim this technique card for another 2 points.
Wow.
There you go.
And then I will take this yellow. Will I?
Are you brave enough to take the yellow card?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
No.
You have one more action.
John, the counter.
I am.
Bob.
Burb.
Chill point if you use Fluffalo Blue.
And Bob has successfully painted the fluffy clouds.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good job, Bob.
It is a super day, so it's a nice day to make a pretty, bright, shiny sky.
I'm going to do a Van Dyke Brown. And then I will draw blind. And then I will play... this any color.
When this card is revealed, all players may draw an art supplies card for each technique card they have. What?
So Steve gets two.
And I imagine it's from the top of the deck.
No, I think when you draw, you can go
Oh,
anywhere.
because it doesn't say top of the deck?
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to get titanium white, which TTRs.
Una más. I don't know how to say more in German.
Einmal.
Einmal?
Einmal.
Mal is more?
Yeah.
Mal is bad in Spanish.
One.
Or mal is kind of like again. Or nochmal is another
Two.
another time.
Yeah, like not now.
No, nochmal is like one
What
more
about
time.
Nichtmal?
It's-
Nochmal is one more time?
Nochmal.
Nochmal.
And then nicht mehr would be no more.
Nichtmal.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, so now we do stuff.
Now you
You're
roll.
gonna roll?
Isn't that the one I just rolled?
That's when I rolled.
No.
But
Oh.
it was all players, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Extra action.
Mmm.
So much cat hair. So much cat hair.
I think I will do a titanium white. And a phthalo blue.
You go fluffy clouds or charming cabin.
Charming Cabin makes sense.
Charming cabin makes sense. Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Nice.
Screaming into.
It's hard to get more chill than that.
Okay. I will roll die. Yeah, bonus action. I'm going to paint happy little trees.
Yeah.
For 6 points as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then
Can I only take 3 actions?
oh,
I did want
you have to be in charge of your own.
Yeah, I wasn't counting.
I'll pick up any color, and then I'll pick up the other any color,
Wow.
and then I have one more action because I had a bonus action.
I had a bonus action.
Your mom had a bonus action.
I didn't
Your
take
mom had a bonus action. She didn't take
it. You
it.
didn't take it either.
She didn't take it.
Runs in the family.
Yep. I will pick up the 2-inch brush. Yeah.
Alright.
Sounds like this game. That was that side.
Perfect.
Yeah. Alright.
Earn one
Goodbye,
extra
Charming
show
Cabin.
point if you paint a feature with Van Dyke Brown.
I will do.
Where was that when I was happy little tree?
That's right. I'll do 1, 2, 3.
Nice. Okay. Let's see what turn.
More burb.
Burp, burp, burp.
Once per turn, players may sweep the face-up art supplies cards as a free action.
Wow.
Yeah, good call. What you gonna do before your turn?
1, 2.
And what's 3? Okay. May I play a paint to my palette? I will play titanium white. And then, as much as I would love to paint Charming Cabin, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 to paint the fluffy clouds.
Nice.
Which is 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So if he reaches the end, this goes away?
Yep.
Alright.
It's when he reaches it or at the end of the turn?
It's when he reaches it. So,
Boo.
well, he might not.
Oh yeah, if Bob reaches the last phase.
When
he
the card
finishes
is
it.
revealed, all players may draw an art supplies from the top of the deck. Draw. And then we have a new paint.
That's
Yeah, that's super rough. I think he's occupied. Is that the one we just painted? Where's the other one?
No.
So it's like this.
Yep.
Oh, it's a beach.
Wow. Yeah, and so
Ooh.
if Bob moves on to it, you don't get to paint it.
That's awful.
It's pretty bad.
Alright, well.
Oh, and then these all come back.
I don't think I've ever seen a Bob Ross beach scene.
Yeah, me either.
It's gorgeous.
Well, I guess I'll wipe these.
Thank you, Angela.
And then I will blue. Do one blue.
Did you have one more?
No, wipe, draw, play.
Ah, yeah. Roll, baby boo. It's a Bob.
Earn 1 extra chill point. Paint a feature with yellow.
So fluffy clouds.
I'm gonna pick up blue. And then get the palette knife. For another 2 points.
He's going for the technique strategy.
I am going for the technique strategy.
The technique.
So that was 1 and then 2 and then for 3.
Bobo. Oh, these are also back.
Oh, right.
Players may paint any feature using any brush.
Whoa.
Cool.
We're getting creative.
Now, how do you
1,
make a round circle with a square knife? That's your challenge for the day.
2,
That's what Bob said.
3.
Alright. Ah, damn it.
Bob!
Oh, wait, he could not move. Boo. All players may play a paint to their palette. This is better than nothing.
Let's play blue.
I think she's ready. Hey, hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, play that. I'll also play that. So 1. And I'll paint it for 2. So that's gonna give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points.
Very nice.
6. So
Cadmium orange. And John is caught up.
yay!
It's your turn. You know, being technically advanced is only helpful if you actually paint the painting.
Hey, I'm studying my art.
This is more simplistic than Harvest Island.
Very much so.
Yeah, but yeah, it's similar.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Did you roll a die?
You did not.
No.
Earn 1 point if you feature bright red.
Okay, well, I will draw that card that I drew.
Which no one can.
That was my second action. I'll do that as my third action. I'll do that one.
I get an extra action. Is the hand, which doesn't make sense to me, but you know. I'm going to, for my extra action, draw this brown. And then I will do... I will draw this yellow. And then I will... That was 1, and then I'll do... 2... 3...
Kabuki, did you say you just you finished clipping all your Thunderbolt Apache leader counters, or is that a different game
That's-
called Thunderbolt?
No, I think it's Thunderbolt. It's a trend to round the corners on counters.
Is this draw a card from here?
Top of the deck.
Top of the deck.
Yeah, it's like a trend to
Well, because people have often clipped the, like when you first punch your game, you clip the corners to get the hanging bits off. But I guess now people are also like rounding them.
you round them. Yeah. I guess if you're picking them up, it hurts less under your
Two.
fingernails. I don't know.
And let's do.
My turn?
Yep.
Alright, Bob. Do your worst. Let's play one to my palette?
Yep.
Let's paint blue. That's my first action. Take a green. Drop the green down. And then paint Wondrous Water for my third action. So that's
4.
and I did not do anything that I have the technique in.
Nice.
But yes, that's 4.
Getting close.
And then once more.
I get
Draw a card from top.
not what I wanted in life. I will pick up this card, and then I will use that brush to paint fluffy clouds.
Nice. Which is
3, 4, 5. And then I will one more action. I will pick up this orange.
I'll
It's unnecessary and just makes them pretty. Is what people do best.
I'll do
Yes.
1,
Unnecessary but pretty. I like that.
2. Paint happy little trees for 5 points.
It's been a long day. Steve had to put up with me for a long day. Hey, I had to put up with you for a long day.
You did.
You were.
You had to put up with me hungry getting off an
Oh
airplane.
man, poor Steve. So we get off the plane in Denver, and he's got like 20 minutes before a call because he's working, and he's hungry.
All
He's-
players may play a paint to the
He's
cost.
starving because the Newark airport or LaGuardia had no food for him.
Well,
That
they
was
had
good.
it was like pretzels and donuts past security.
Yeah,
It
so
was,
he
their
couldn't-
food court was before security.
There was no gluten-free options,
2.
so he like snacked basically for breakfast.
Okay, Tiff turn.
And then we land in DIA, and it was really busy where we got off, and we were
All
eating on
players
the
may
other
draw an
side.
art card. Top of the deck.
So, we walk, and there's like the cheap Mexican place, and he's like, sweet, I want that. So we wait in line and we order, and I notice on the sign it says like gluten-free menu available.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
And Steve just like was like, he's hangry at this point. He just orders what he wants. And then the woman behind me orders, but she like asks what's gluten-free, and like Steve had green chili, and I make green chili all the time. My family makes green chili, and it's gluten-free. It's not a problem. And he had ordered it like on top of his tamales.
Just covering the whole plate.
Yeah, and the woman behind me wanted that and asked, and was like, is that gluten-free? And the woman helping her said, no. And so I said, Steve, it's not gluten-free. And he's like, yeah, it's gluten-free. And I was like, no, like the woman just said. And the woman goes, yeah, no, it's not gluten-free. And she's like, oh, so we'll fix it. And so Steve's like, oh, okay. And he goes to hand her his plate. And he's like, I got the pork tamales. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's not gluten-free either.
Oh no.
So everything Steve wanted from this restaurant. And then he was like, okay, well, I'll get this with this. And she's like, that's not gluten-free either.
Well, no, I was just like, I'll just have thank you. I'll just have whatever.
Yeah.
She fixed it.
She fixed it, but like Steve went from having his like, yes, airport food turn into no.
Yeah.
But it was like 30 seconds of no.
Well, but you also were sad because they were the cheese tamales, and you don't like cheese tamales.
No,
They're
no,
like, yeah.
they were good, but yeah, I still got tamales and I slathered them in hot sauce, so I
Nice.
was happy. I was
That's
just too hungry. I was too hungry to make decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or be conscious. Really.
Did we bob when I did that?
You
Yeah.
haven't rolled.
No, I did, and then everybody drew, and then I.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Did I advance Bob?
You did 3 because I'm sad about his current predicament.
Yep.
Hey, extra card.
So yeah. So Steve was pretty. Yeah.
That was toast.
Can I play this as one of those? 2, 3.
Alright, my turn.
And then you had to put up with me being like, I want to record a review. I've filmed everywhere in this airport. Oh, I hate it. While he was like on a call.
Players may take 1 extra action.
This is players. Does that mean if it's still up?
Yeah,
on
if
their
it's
turn?
still up.
Oh, that's cool.
So first, I'm gonna take green. I guess that's my free
Wow,
action.
Steve's gonna win.
Wondrous trees. Paint those wondrous trees.
So happy little trees. 3, 4 for the happy tree bonus, and then 5
For the fan.
for the fan.
So Steve hits chill.
Do you have a
1,
fan in your
2,
hand?
3, 4. Oh.
Yeah, you have to play the fan.
Yeah,
There you go.
sorry.
There you go.
Wait, didn't we?
No, you played the
You
color.
get the colors.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And thus Steve hits chill, but we finished the round.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
So if multiple people are chill.
Oh no!
You
As
started.
soon as the player reaches
Oh, I
the chill
just started.
phase, it just ends and I win.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It just ends. Steve's the chillest, but Bob says we're all winners, so.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
That's right, because otherwise people would have a chance to be even chiller.
Bob
than the person
says
that was the chillest.
there are no limits here. Absolutely no limits here. So, yeah, we all win.
The
So I get 9 points.
there's a
Sure.
biographical blurb on Bob Ross. I'm
Oh,
sure
yes.
everybody watching
Please read.
Yeah.
is familiar with it. Bob Ross was a painter, art instructor, and television phenomenon. He was the creator and host of the popular television show The Joy of Painting, which started on public television in 1983. Decades later, the show continues to garner a worldwide following, inspiring millions of aspiring artists through Ross's uplifting guidance and encouragement. Visit bobross.com.
And that's Bob Ross.
Thank you, Prospero Hall, which made the game super chill.
That's Bob Ross. Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a more simplistic hand management, tableau management than Harvest Island, but that's it's that's what it is.
It's more about focusing on the current painting than like planning ahead or being strategic.
You can be a little strategic on like
Balancing your hand, getting stuff down in your palette.
I think most paints are on most paintings. There's usually only 1 or 2 paints that are missing, so you can kind of diversify your hand a little bit.
Right. With some red and orange missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
Thanks for
7
the
colors
playthrough.
and
Still buying it. What is that? What does that imply? Oh man.
That's hilarious.
Was it red and orange or something that one?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah.
The giant cards are just pretty.
They really are.
Like, this is the kind of game where it's like, if I was super, super tired, which I am, or super, super, I think just tired. I don't think I would play this if I was drunk. Maybe if I was stoked.
Yeah, there you go.
This is the kind of game where I'd be like, yeah, let's play it. Let's play Bob Ross, guys. Otherwise, I think I would teach this and sit next to you 1 table over.
So that makes it a 1.5.
I think it's a 2.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
I thought
Is
2
this out of 10 or out of 5?
I thought 2 is you teach it and you sit.
Like, way across the room. Yeah. I guess it's like, maybe the 3 is I'm at the table next to you. 4 is I'm at the same table as you but playing something else. 5 is I'll play it with you after I teach it.
Yeah. Wait, how far does this go up?
I don't know. 10 is I beg you to play it with me,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
20, you're playing it right now.
Yeah.
In your mind.
Yep.
I mean-
you just noticed.
Oh.
Or just notified them.
It's nice that the paintings are so well featured that they're not totally incidental.
Yeah. Oh no, it's
Like you basically get to enjoy and appreciate.
Yeah. I mean,
and the
colors
colors make
match.
sense.
Yeah.
There's like some mechanic things that are a little, but I mean the target audience is Target.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, you will get it. You will learn to play it. You will enjoy it. You will talk about how much you love the TV show.
show.
The randomness is a little.
Yeah. The die. There's some randomness on the bob counter
Yeah.
and the market.
You might just get a straight extra action.
Yeah, and it's kind of the
Yeah.
game is just pushing itself. It doesn't rely on players to know when to end it.
And that's kind of a target game. Like the game pushes itself.
Yep.
To like the players don't even really need to be here. Like Bob could just chill himself.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But Bob Ross is giving you the opportunity to be the cellist. He's not hogging it for himself.
That's true. He's helping everyone be chill.
Actually, I don't think I'm the cellist. Actually,
I think this one is.
Yeah.
I think this one always wins.
Let me show you how it's done, Steve.
Yeah. This one always wins the chill game. We hung out with a 9-month-old kitten this weekend because our Airbnb had one, and that kitten loved to play, but she also loved to snuggle, just like this one.
Hmm.
little bodega kitten,
Yep.
and we're
She
going
reminded-
for the $20.
She reminded me of this one when this one was a kitten. A lot. So we kept telling our hosts how great our cat was and how great their cat will be still in 11 years. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you for tuning in and watching this bonus stream of Bob Ross, The Art of Chill. Now that we've streamed it, this game can leave our collection. Yay! I don't mean that in a mean way, though. I did genuinely want to play it and try it, and I did enjoy playing it, but I enjoyed playing it for, like, the fact that it was a Bob Ross game, not for the game that itself.
Yeah.
I do want to go to, there's a restaurant in town that during brunch, they play Bob Ross on the projector screen
Oh, really?
for the entire brunch.
Who's that?
It's Eastburn.
Eastburn.
Oh.
And their food is great.
Yeah.
I want to go to eat, and they have a alcoholic breakfast beverage flight. So they have like Irish coffee, Spanish coffee, mimosa, Bloody Mary,
and a Greyhound.
and a Greyhound, which are traditional breakfast,
For
and it's like a
$10
little
for
flight.
the four of them.
Yeah.
Is it small?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
small, but
But it's effective.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, we need to take this and just sit and watch Bob Ross and play this and drink the
It'd be
breakfast
hit
flight.
of brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would be chill, and it's because every time we go, it's chill. Because you just sit and watch Bob Ross. Like,
yeah, if there's only two of you, you can sit in the porch swing. Although maybe not. Sit
you
in the
can't
porch
see
swing.
Bob Ross if you
Yeah,
sit in the porch
that's true.
swing.
Mm.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Is there a Bob Ross?
Cult or something? I think that's the downstairs.
That's the
Yeah,
that's the
Eastburn.
bar. That's in the evenings. No, it's just, I mean, I guess a lot of people grew up with Bob Ross.
If you're a certain age.
If
I
you were a
guess.
certain age
Yeah.
and there was nothing on TV, there was always Bob Ross.
I'm Brit.
Yeah, and you could
That's
just flip it over and you just sit, and it's mesmerizing.
It
If
really
you've
is.
never watched Bob Ross, it's just mesmerizing. And when we go to brunch and it's on, we sit there for hours and then like I love sitting with my back to it, and occasionally I'll turn around and be like, holy crap, a cabin's there now. Like it's
Oh, there's a mountain. Yeah.
it's
Where'd
great.
those trees come from?
It's really good.
I've
So,
seen Bob Ross on Twitch.
we watched parts of it, yeah.
Yeah.
When it was
Everyone's having reactions. Yeah,
it was really good.
it's good.
Bob Ross is happy. I think if he knew how loved he was now, I think he would be a little embarrassed, but also happy
Yeah.
at how much his work still affects people.
That was his whole intention, right?
Also, I think there's probably a story with how they got such good representations of all of the paintings for this, but like I know like he had a collection that was I think just as big as like the PBS one or whatever. Like he
painted 3
he
versions of
painted
every
3,
painting.
but like there were some that I guess like he had that weren't necessarily public. Like there were basically a lot of paintings.
Yes.
That they like not all the ones that were in public collections were all the paintings that were out there. So there were like some that only he had.
Yes.
I guess, yeah, or that only he still had. But yeah, these are like all like really amazing cards.
Cena she's going through every toy in the toy box.
Hmm.
She's working on the old treat thing we used to give her as a puppy. Alright, we got a lot of packages shipped to us. We're going to open packages and go, ooh, ah. I'm not going to open Alien for Artifacts. I think I will do an unboxing stream of that tomorrow. Sorry, Steve.
Oh, because I don't get to look through it early.
We're gonna play it Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, we can play it
Cool.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thursday's stream will be Alien Artifacts from Portal Games. That'll be sponsored stream by Portal Games. Thank you, Portal. So yeah, and then she managed to not knock the can over, but she knocked the coaster.
knocked the coaster off the table that was under the can
Yeah, that's pretty good.
without knocking the can off. Good job, Cal.
Yeah. So join us Thursday for Alien Artifacts from Ignacy and Portal Games. Thank you, Kabuki Kid and Angela, for hanging out with us, chilling.
This was a.
This is a very chill night.
YouTube was pretty chill and not really
helpful.
passing out the notifications.
Yeah. Thank you, John, for coming over for our very, very chill game
Absolutely.
night.
Yeah. Two very pretty games.
Yeah. Yeah. Abby's, she's still being skillful. She's just barely pushing that can every once in a while. All right, we're going to pack this up and then we're going to do other things. So, yeah, have a good night. We'll see you all Thursday.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Chill.
Yeah, be chill.